Hello there, everybody. Welcome to yet another Plunder Release match, this time against crlundy, crlundy. We will again be playing boards featuring Prosperity, Seaside, and Plunder. This will be my third match of the group phase. Then I have to play J-Nails for my final group phase match, and then we'll see if we play in a little bracket afterwards. We're doing okay, so got a chance. What is Fated? This is the one that got me with Tragic Hero. This is an okay friendly to have. What does this do at the start of your cleanup? So you could still have the treasures in play, and you could activate. Yeah, that's interesting. So you can, like, friendly Wealthy Village can still do its Wealthy Village thing because it's at the start of your cleanup, so your treasures are still sitting there. There's Salvager and then a couple cursing cards. Also, I guess, help activate Wealthy Village, but there is no draw. So that's gonna be a problem. Means we're probably just playing. It means we're probably not doing anything with the Wealthy Villages, to be honest. Okay, my Salvager misses. They must have, well, their Salvager obviously missed the estates. They had 2 coppers, 3 estates there. So I guess I would trash a copper if I had it. Now, okay, if you have the silver with the Salvager there, then that's not so clear. This is pretty unfortunate. You can get taskmasters. It's just like eventually you really want to be buying platinum and stuff. It's hard to keep them out. I don't know that I like the double fishing village that much, but whatever. I don't know that the Fated Pirate is worth it. I mean, golds are good here, for sure, but this is all going not super great for me, though it's not going super great for crlundy either. But we're just in this world where we're missing. Well, the flagships are not hitting. The Salvager has missed again. Doesn't look great. I'm not actually sure Bazaar is better than Fishing Village by much, if at all. At least they're only hitting the treasury there with the flagship. It could have been a charlatan, which would have been a little scary. Though they may get to, I guess they have salvager. I mean, they must have salvager in hand. Otherwise, there's not a lot to, like, calculate or count or stop for. You just kind of play your charlatans. I don't know what was in hand there. Okay, we get Plat, and Plat is just like a million miles better than pretty much anything here. I don't know that second salvager does a whole lot for you. My last card of flagship. I wouldn't mind having more flagships. I'm just not sure where. This is not the best hand ever. I say that, I mean, it's pretty good. Kind of have to do this like this. Okay, we get plat again. I think I'm gonna save the flagship for hopefully a charlatan play. So I'm gonna go bazaar then flagship rather than the other way around. Even though we could get a pretty nice. And we do get to play the charlatan before our shuffle, so that's cool. And we'll just colony at this point. I mean, we could take another platinum, but I think we're at the point where it makes sense to just take colonies when you can afford them, and otherwise, it's also not too crazy to take provinces here. I'm not sure we're gonna have such good money or control that it's trivial to get the colonies gone. So we may end up piling out on the provinces. At least it's possible. Certainly the salvagers make that a little easier to do. Given that I'm Trickster for platinum would also have been okay, except that Trickster doesn't help you get to platinum at all, really. Unless you have gold already. And so then at this point it probably doesn't curse. The question is if we want just a gold or whether we want to put in another salvager to make like milling stuff more likely. Putting in a charlatan at this point is mostly pointless. It has some flagship synergies, but other than that, doesn't do a lot. Pirate's not crazy though either. Though again, it's not noticeably better than gold. This hits colony again. This is a little bit over. I mean, I guess we still play the bazaar. So there's some downsides. I mean, drawing salvager would be nice. But there are some downsides. That's a lot of money. I may have it here again, yeah. That's rough that we take those two curses there. I think I'm willing to take province now. I guess we just do the charlatan twice and salvage the curse. I mean, we could salvage. No, that doesn't make much sense. And now we're just kind of at the mercy of where does the stuff come up, because like this hand misses, it has bad village situation here, but I don't have like control over it, so it's just what it is. So it's better to play the flagship though, because both hit 8 and neither hit 11. Like this probably doesn't. We could just hold on the flagship, to be honest, though. There was a shot of getting to... This should pretty much seal it up. I don't know why Treasury's over Bazaar, so maybe it doesn't matter. There's 22 in the province colony left. But you can't really get all of them. You maybe can, but it's hard. Because you have to province and then province colony, which is not impossible, but is a little hard. You have to like trip province double duchy here or something. So now they're back into a more feasible position for it. Though again, they still need a couple. They can only take duchies is part of the problem. And then eventually I hit province. We had so many colonies. We had better luck getting platinum, like hugely better luck getting platinum. I don't know if any of that was really reflective of the decisions or not. We both had a pretty bad reshuffle, though I think his was maybe a little worse than mine. I'm not sure. They didn't play their salvager. My salvager just missed. So I have a 5-2, which is not especially good here. Then this board is like first mate mining road, I guess. It's a little rough as well. I mean, when we split the first mates, it's gonna get a little awkward. Or when we split the mining roads, I mean. You can take Crucible here versus Salvager, but they're not appreciably different. I'll take a quarry here. I guess you can do First Mate Monument Mining Road. That's pretty nice. But this is nice that actually this is huge that the estate bottom decked. This makes a big difference in the quality of this shuffle. crlundy buys First Mate before Mining Road. I think I like Mining Road better first, though I guess there's some nice stuff that can happen here. This is very nice. It's just the cycling. Guess they didn't find the salvager though. It's unfortunate. Get expand. Expand is okay here, but not great. Just because you're trying to get trashed out. And expand isn't that good at trashing out here. Just because there's no $3 action. I don't know what direction though I'm going with any of this. Because we need to thin really badly, which means we would like to get a bigger maelstrom. Probably. This is, I'll probably just take maelstrom here to be honest. You could journey though. We'll be looking for an outpost soonish. You can go Monument Mining Road or Monument First Mate here. My First Mate hides. But I don't like the astrolabe buy like at all. I wonder if this makes sense. So the issue is later on, I guess they can maelstrom you and it actually could be functionally an attack. I don't know how this works. Does the order here matter? I don't know. Okay. Not our best draw of all time. We just have the... So we buy quarry. We can get another mining road. This is going to be like buy quarry, get quarry down, buy a bunch of junk. Okay, they just have Salager. That's not so bad. Well, do we need the... We're going to buy a quarry. We're going to have 7 or 8. We have 7, we buy quarry, then we play it, we get 1 back. We go down to 3, we go back up to 4. Everything costs. We could buy another quarry. And then everything costs... €. And we would still have 3 buys. So if we can't have enough with the 4 buys already, then we might as well just... We'd be at 7. We go down to... Yeah, I think we just do 1. This should work out okay. There's something to be said for figuring out how to journey here, but... Yeah, I mean, you can play more of a money thing. I don't really follow the gold as well. Well, I mean, you're basically committed to playing a money thing at this point, which is fine. But I mean, to be fair, the deck I'm going to play doesn't really hold green all that well. So that's something. Mm. We could buy 3 monuments and a first mate. This was probably... Well, it's not going to end up mattering. Truth be told. Just Maelstrom 5 times. We have 9 buys. Oh, this just wins. I think. How much does this cost if we keep the quarry? I guess we could trash the quarry and buy a quarry. That doesn't, that's the same. That's just lowering quarry. These costs 12.18, right? Yeah. Well, this will be a bit of a pain. Is there something you can play here that doesn't gain cards, but doesn't just immediately lose to the thing that does gain cards? The draw is kind of weak, so... I don't know. I do not know what the move will be here. Is it just a race? It might just be a race. Dun, 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 dun. So how much gaining do you want to do? It says powerful crystal ball synergy. Maybe they have it too. I'm gonna have pretty low money hands here for the next couple turns. I think it's worth it to buy a monkey. Okay, well, this hurts a little bit. I don't really want to buy another monkey, though it's not totally crazy, I guess. I need to buy Harbor Village pretty bad. I'm not totally sure how you hit King's Court here. Guess we buy the King's Court. We want we have to get the we have to get some of this stuff eventually. Oof. That's a oof from me. Hmm. Guess I'm just gonna draw him 10 million cards. I don't know. Wow, they hit that again? That's unfortunate. Maybe what will happen. I guess I could have kinged it. Didn't think about that. Oh, they don't have a monkey down though. That's worth something. I could leave this on top. We're gonna have more of those, so. Get another enlarge. Okay, that's not so bad. Okay. This was pretty bad. I mean, there's like a lot of other stuff in there that I would have loved to draw. I would have for sure kinged a monkey given half a chance. But that's okay. I guess the good thing is they don't get to keep the draw from this monkey or from the enlarged trash here. Bad news is this is abysmal. I don't know. If we just get a 3 pile, though, it's not terrible to have a little bit of a points lead here. Assuming things run out. I'm super okay with just kinging monkey, crashing this, and ending. Like, because he's still drawing deck anyway. Well, never mind. I should have for sure gained a king's court. That was a big mistake. I thought, I was just confused. Not much else to it. I for sure should have gained another king's court there. Or a monkey. Something, anything. That was bad. This is also super bad. So again, they're already drawing deck, basically. It's not quite there, but They don't have extra gains, period, right? So they're just buying colonies. So if we can get clean, this makes me so mad. That this is the hand. I mean, I don't think there's really any reason for me to expect. Okay. Already drawing 6. I could top deck it. I could play it. What do we think is the path to victory for us? Probably not milling. Frankly, probably not milling, but I don't know what else to do in this instance. I mean, the milling there is not great for us. I think there was a window in there where I had a better shot, but I kind of botched it. Well, we didn't find King's Court, so we're pretty much hosed. I think it's like I think 2 of these 3 cards are King's Courts, maybe. No, that's definitely not true. Maybe it is true. Who knows? What's our situation here? Why do I... Oh, there were 2 out there. Okay, so it's not that. I think maybe... Well, one of them might be. Yeah. It's a bummer. Oh, you need a tide pools, yeah. Well, the thing is that maybe they were maybe it was 2 of them. And I should have known and left it to do the thing and the stuff. I mean, we still have time to get the provinces. We have 3 more turns. For whatever that's worth. So they're still drawing 6 cards, so the question is whether I want them to draw a deck or not. I mean, we could hold off here. We don't really have any super great gains to make. So I suppose they could also hold off. That should favor me in the longer game. I don't know. That might be a load of crud. I didn't... Quite get anywhere I needed to get. They should probably buy an enlarge. I would have maybe bought an enlarge over one of these colonies like a while ago, actually. Oh, platinum seems really bad. But what do I know? Man, where are the king's courts? I've had a heck of a time. Like I had king, king, king last time, but now it's. I mean, there are more in here. I mean, I don't. There are certainly more in here. Like, do we just hold? Like, do we just hope we can find one and do it for the monkey? It's like so bad. Now I'm just drawing them the cards anyway. But I don't have draw this turn, so what is this even accomplishing? There was a king in there at least. At least I wasn't delusional about that. So unfortunately, if they have multiple monkeys, they should king the monkeys and not the tricksters. Do they only have 2 monkeys? Maybe I'm confused. I think I should be able to win that. Though obviously the curse stuff is tough. Or fighting the curses is tough, but I don't think what crlundy does works. I don't think just single colony works there. I mean, obviously it worked, right? Okay. But I don't think it works. But I didn't find the path to getting clean, which is hasty shaman. Okay. What's patient do? Oh, a patient bank. Yeah, this is the worst patient card of all time. Quite possibly. What are we doing here? There's no draw again, so it's just money stuff. But you don't want to be like too horribly behind on the trashing. We're just gonna like, yeah. You got to remember to do this in the correct order. Well, I have to for crlundy. It doesn't matter. And then, like, eventually, you just getting a jewel deck. You just do hasty shaman every turn. None of this is particularly good. Bison enlarge. That's interesting. I guess you can get more shaman. And eventually you want loots of some sorts. Either via sack of loot or via jeweled egg stuff. Sort of makes me think Trickster isn't so terrible, but this is all brutal. are pretty brutal. Do we want... You can get 30 shaman, but like why? At some point you need something better to boost up. I mean, you have to be able to afford a 6 or a jewel. I mean, it could be jeweled egg, but the jeweled egg stuff makes more sense if you have done it with a hasty shaman, which I guess if you know your jeweled egg is coming up, you can do. But otherwise is a little bit dicey. I mean, there's a point where silver's got to be okay. I don't know, maybe you can just flood them. I do not know. Mining road seems pretty good. Do I take the mining road or do I trash? I don't know who has the bigger deck right now. If anybody. Or if there's a big difference. I mean, if you hit mining road into sack of loot, that's huge. So right now they do have more estates than me. I'm gonna need a card next turn no matter what, but just have the shuffle be a little thinner. Maybe we're supposed to get searches somewhere along the line. This does hit 6. That's pretty good. At some point you have to have money to buy provinces. That's certainly the case. But it's still okay to keep the trashing up, I think. Maybe we're shifting. Maybe we're entering a different time. Get an orb. You know what? I can live with that. Orb seems okay. Do they have 6? Probably, right? I mean, staff doesn't seem so important here. Do they have the search down? They don't have search down, so if they buy shaman, I'll buy shaman here. Now, given that they didn't, that I don't feel so strongly about it. Do we want a 6? Do we want another sack of loot just buying it? Like if they had lowered the shamans, you know. Now it makes less sense for me to do it though. What do we gotta do? We gotta get rid of coppers. We gotta get. Oh, they got mine route. That's huge. I don't have that. What do I have here? I could buy the shamans if they don't play. Well, they didn't. If I'm just gonna buy the shamans, then I can just discard silver. I need 4. 1, maybe I can't. If I orb the trickster to get the sack of loot back on top, maybe we could just toss that. Okay, so I think it makes sense to do this. I have a plan here. I don't know if it's correct or good or anything like that, but it does make their searches at least just one shots. What's going to be bad is they're going to buy the shaman or something, and then I'm going to have been stuck with then I could have trashed the copper. But that's okay. Smuggler seems a little bit not great. The sword did hurt us a little bit there. We could even spell scroll. We could even play the spell scroll to play the trickster and have 2 tricksters. We want 2 tricksters. Is a question. We can also just get the trickster. We can play this. This doesn't really change the. We can just wait till we have the spell scroll and then make our choice. Right? Got a shield. Cool. What do we want to set aside? Do we want to do the orb or do we want to do the... I guess the orb is just strictly better, right? It gives us flexibility. Because the orb can play the sack of loot, but not the other way around. Know who you trash searches when they activate? I didn't even know. I did not even know. It's a revelation. Okay, so as long as we don't have, like, we're going to want to start buying provinces once we can do that. So we don't want to, well, there's not really a 3 pile, is there? It would take a long time. I think this last card is our enlarge. Not 100% on that, but. The question is, do we even trash or do we just take the province now? Well, it depends a little bit on, we're going to play the sack of loot here, I think. And not the trickster. It depends a little bit on what we have, but we have 4, 6, 8. I mean, it's a guaranteed province. It's just at the cost of we can also, I mean, all of them, everything but Endless Chalice gets to province still. So we know already what we're gonna flip, but oh no, it gets there too, because Sack of Loot is a buck. Never mind. It's just all good. It's just all good. I take it all back. Forgot the Sack of Loot dollar. It would have been good if we actually didn't have, I mean, I would have loved to have called that shot. Unfortunately, it worked out for us instead of being a moment of despair, which is worse TV. So better for my sanity in the long run, I guess. Chalice, this chalice, as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like it ends, which is pretty interesting. I wonder if there's a point where you're like, yeah, I want the estates. Well, of course there's a point, but I wonder if we're at the point, I think is what I'm trying to communicate. Probably not. Not. What I'm gonna do here is just mill, because why not? Prize goat. I'm probably just we don't have trickster yet, or we could pass the shield along, I guess. I think I'm gonna maybe, oh, look at that. Sword versus shield, how thematic. Oh, don't let anyone ever tell you that Dominion isn't the most thematic game of all time. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't have quite everything we want, maybe. Enlarge move here is, I guess, to go this into silver and then gain the shaman. And then there's not really a incentive here. We can play the goat just for the fun of it. If we had bank, you know, there would be a story there, but if we'd had a little bit more money, we could have milled the not milled. We could have remodeled the one of the loots, probably the orb, into a province, which would have been pretty good. I mean, we have 3 again here. Or we have 8, I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get the Endless Chalice first for counting. I mean, we may be in estate gaining land. There's actually, like, I think a decent amount of stuff down here as well. We only get 1 more of the coppers anyway. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And trash 1. I think we just take the gold. This isn't gonna quite get us to province here, but we can duchy, I guess, is fine. Oh wow, they actually get to use. I thought the smugglers was pretty bad because, like, mostly we're gaining loots. But they actually get to get a gold out of it, which is cute. I don't know that it's all that helpful, but this also provinces, so that's cool. This is super over, of course. I mean, I don't know what happened here. I did win the, I guess, the shaman war, which maybe is a thing. And I had quite a few other nice things happen to me along the way. Oh, I get it. I'll take the estate. It's more points. Gotta go max points, of course. If you do it quick enough. I mean, if you take a long time. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We got another 3 ones. We're probably guaranteed at least second at this point, which I think means we get out of the pool phase. But we do have to play J-Nails to see, I guess, who wins our group. And so that'll probably happen next week or something. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch y'all next time.